Okay, good morning. This is the very last chapel that you have, and therefore I have with you. And so I'm gonna just begin by telling you, I don't know if you've heard this joke before. Okay, it goes something like this. What's the difference between complete and finished? What's the difference between complete and finished? Well, if you marry the right woman, you're complete. If you marry the wrong woman, you're finished. And if the right woman finds you together with the wrong woman, you're completely finished. Okay? It's your last chapel, and we're going to talk about finishing well. You're aiming towards the A-levels. It's coming up, and we want to finish well, your GC life as well. And so today I have 4 very quick points to talk about how we can finish well. The first is not to be discouraged by your past. Don't be discouraged by your past. The second is to learn from your past. The third is to journey together. And fourthly is to look at the big picture. Okay? Let's take this one by one. The first is don't be discouraged by your past. And there are 2 stories that really encouraged me, inspired me recently that I came to know about, and I just want to share with you. The first is this guy. His name is Ko Wei Song. He's a student in ACS Independent, and he recently competed in ASEAN Para Games, which means he is disadvantaged in some way. At the age of 2, he was diagnosed with a medical condition that affected the use of his legs. Right? And so it inspires me because he went to train and to swim at the games. He won 2 gold medals for Singapore in the midst of preparing for his IB examinations as well. Right? So difference, whatever circumstances, situations that may be adverse for you, don't be discouraged as you press on towards your A-levels. The next example, I don't know if you all can see this. Can you see the brand? Anyone can shout it? Yours, okay? You all say, quite a famous brand, right? And yesterday I was in church, and there's a story told about that. How many of you knew what the company started off selling? Soy sauce. And let me tell you the story. It's very interesting. So the company was began by Mr. Liu Tian's father in China, okay? In China, and so that's what they were doing. The father was a very staunch Christian, and he ran the company as best as he could according to his beliefs, his faith. And so integrity, hard work, but on Sundays the factory would close for 7 so that people could go to attend church. The journey of Liu Yap-seng into Singapore was interesting. So Mr. Liu Tian, his wife, his family, felt God leading them to Singapore. So along with some of his siblings, they came to Singapore to set up a soy sauce factory. The challenge was there were already many established soy sauce factories in Singapore, and so they were the newly in town, and no one's buying for them because they were new, right? And what made it worse was the war that happened. Japanese came to Singapore, they bombed, and all the places that bombs hit, one of them hit the Liu Yap-seng factory. So the machinery was absolutely devastated, right? So this young fledgling company facing stiff competition, devastation of machinery. How would you react in that circumstance? Mr. Liu, even though it was very tough, he said, trust me, God, and he thanked God that his family was spared, his life was spared, and even though the machinery was destroyed, there were raw materials that were untouched. And then in the very surprising way, the way that God often works, this bombing actually was a blessing in disguise. Because at that time, the Japanese decided that all these soy sauce factories would make very good ammunition depots. So they annexed all these factories and started using them as ammunition depots, except this factory which was bombed and was devastated. They said, we have no use for this. And so this company became the only company around that was making soy sauce. And reflecting on this part of this journey, Mr. Liu Tian said this. He said, God in His grace had gone ahead of us to provide for our survival. So if you're interested to find out more about the entire story, you go pick up this book, soy sauce tauge. Right? I think Kinokuniya carries it along this way. So, yeah, this is, I think, again, an encouragement for us. You may think like, I'm facing great adversity. I'm not sure if I can make it. And look at A-levels, it's tough, it's challenging, but don't give up. Keep persevering, keep working hard. Trust in the Lord, He will help you. Okay, don't be discouraged by your past. That's the first. The second is to learn from your past. I believe it was Albert Einstein who made this famous saying. He said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Now this is different from perseverance. Perseverance is going in the right direction, doing the right thing. Insanity is like, you know this doesn't work, you still keep on doing it when people even advise you so. Difference, your teachers trust that advice. They're here to help you through, they're here to give their expertise to you. So whatever you have been picking up from them over the past 2 years and the advice they give you in this important period of time, please take it to heart. I say also beware of weapons of mass distraction. Not weapons of mass destruction, weapons of mass distraction. I don't know what is it for you. I think we all have ours. I remember I was studying in the university. I never really played computer games in the university, but there was this period, there are periods in my university, right, that I found myself in front of a computer screen. Exam period, which is very ironic. And I would catch myself just, then like, I don't know what you're doing. You're supposed to be preparing for your papers. I realized, yeah, sometimes I just escape from that reality. Right? What are your weapons of mass distraction? I probably don't need to belabor the point, but they tell us that at every hour you spend on screen time lowers your grades potentially by 2. Okay? So there's time and season for everything. It's the time for you to work hard. I am also not saying you should therefore 24/7 just mark, okay? Because God created an entire being, physical, mental, emotional, every part of us is one. So you've got to take care of the entire body. Okay? Get enough rest. Don't try to do the I stay awake at 2, 3 a.m. and then wake up at 6. It doesn't work. Your body's going to break down and nothing's going to go in. Okay? Get enough rest, food, exercise, take care of all of that as well. And if you are a person of faith, don't neglect worship. The Sabbath rest God created for you. Honor the Lord, worship, go to church, and be refreshed by Him. He will honor that. The third, so I've talked about not being discouraged by your past, I've talked about learning from your past. The third is journeying together. You may feel as if your academics is like just your solo, me, my grades. But it's not like that, and I don't think it was meant to be like that. God designed us to operate very differently. So an old proverb, I think, goes something like this: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, journey together. Go together. So the most recent Olympic Games, I think the highlight for myself and I believe for many of us was our first gold medal. Joseph Schooling in the pool, Singapore's first ever Olympic gold medal. And we were cheering that. Okay? So that was kind of a highlight for me. There was another event which also caught my attention. One of the marquee events, the 4 by 100 meters men's relay. Okay? And so Jamaica was overwhelming favorites. They were going to win. Everyone else was competing on second prize, right? So it was Bolt, Blake, Howard, etc. They were just a different class. But what was surprising about this race was who came in second. Because it wasn't one of the traditional powerhouses. It wasn't the United States of America, it wasn't Britain, it wasn't Canada. Those of you who know, have heard me use this illustration before, don't shout out, but can you guess, how many of you know who came in second? It's Japan, silver. Okay? And it was surprising because the Japanese runners were actually not very fast. None of the Japanese runners had ever hit a sub 10-second 100 meters before. Whereas the other teams, United States and Canada, they had several runners who had gone below 10-second mark like several times, or many times. It's a common thing. So this bunch of Japanese runners won silver, which shocked everyone. Anyone can guess why they won? You probably, you say, okay, third point is very clear, something to do with teamwork. It has to do with their baton changes. Right? Their baton changes were so flawless, they practiced it so well, that they made up for what individually they couldn't do. They were not very fast individually, but as a team, they were better than some of the individual parts because they worked so well together. The baton changes was flawless. I think, as I think about this, it's not only about sports that it applies. I think it applies to studies too. So for those of you who are stronger in certain subjects, take time, pause to help out those who are weaker. Yes, your friends may benefit, but I believe that you will too, because in so doing, as you are teaching and mentoring someone who's weaker than you, I think you're refining your knowledge on the subject as well. And together, you'll excel better. That's my belief. I think my journey in JC and university taught me the same lesson as well. But of course, it's not only about your grades. Your friends are not only there to help you excel, and that's it. Your friends are there not for what they can do for you, but who they are to you. I believe in this many times in chapel, but these friends of mine, these JC friends of mine, well, some of them are all the way back to primary school, but these JC friends of mine are what really brings a lot of joy to my life. We've kept in touch all these years and we've seen each other grow. These are the ones who, if I am in any need or if they are in any need, we know we have a community with us. Friends, your people, your JC friends, like just look around you. These are the ones who very likely will be the ones who are going to journey with you through life. So treasure the friendships and keep in touch. It does not happen automatically again. You've got to make an intentional effort to do so. Keep in touch, call to arrange regular meetups, treasure these friendships, journey together. Finally, I want to say, take a look at the big picture. Alright? So you won't be around me very long, and you will discover very quickly that I'm probably an Apple fanboy. Okay? And so Steve Jobs is the founder, one of the co-founders of Apple. He's passed away, but when he was alive, he was really a brilliant person. And his keynote speeches when he gave presentations were stuff of legend. And I used to watch it and try to emulate it, how he would do presentations. Okay? But he once made this statement. I don't know if you can see it, but we can't really read it out for you. Steve Jobs says this: "We are here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here?" Right? We're here to put a dent in the universe, otherwise why else even be here? Right? And I really believe, I truly believe that many of you will go out, graduate, start working, and really make a dent in Singapore, perhaps even in our world. But let me suggest that something even beyond that. Something even beyond that. It's been said that failure is succeeding at things that don't ultimately matter. We don't often pause to consider this, but let me bring you to just one passage for this morning's thought and contemplation. It's from the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24 and 25. The Apostle Paul writes this: "Do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but only one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may win. Everyone who competes in the games exercises self-control in all things. They then do it to receive a perishable wreath, but we an imperishable." He's using a sporting analogy, saying that in the games, we aim for the prize. The wreath, I guess, is the ancient version of the trophy when you come in first. Okay? And he says, but a lot of times we aim for the wreaths, prizes, the trophies that are perishable. What's the modern day equivalence? What are we aiming for? For a good job, riches, success, popularity, fame, and even relationships. And these are all good things, but they are not lasting or ultimate things. And the Apostle Paul says and encourages us, let us work for the imperishable. He goes on to say that there is a crown, described in the Bible as a crown of righteousness that God prepares for everyone who loves Him. This is imperishable prize, God says, is in store for you. And Jesus says the way you attain it is very simple. It's to love God and to love people. All of our lives, where we strip away all the external things, the accomplishments, at the end of the day will be measured by how much we have loved God and loved and served the people around us. And so it is my prayer that as you go on from here and go on from here, and whatever you pursue, whichever vocation you find yourself in, that you will do this in some way to love God and to love people, because it is in this that we can all finish well. To God be the glory, best is yet to be. Shall we bow our heads for a short word of prayer? Would you allow me to pray for you?